Welcome back to Hard Hat Chat, everyone. I'm Justin Smith, CEO of Contractor Plus, and joining me as always is Garrett Bake, CEO of Build Pro. Today we're tackling a question that makes contractors sweat more than a surprise site visit with no coffee. Should contractors charge consultation fees, or will it scare leads away? The big one. Should contractors charge consultation fees, or is that the fastest way to scare every lead off the face of the earth?
Oh yeah, this topic gets people fired up. You mention consultation fees in a contractor Facebook group, and suddenly everyone becomes a philosopher. You've got one guy saying, "I'd never pay a contractor to come look at my house." And then right below him, another guy saying, "I stopped wasting time on tire kickers the moment I started charging $150 per visit." It's like watching two plumbers argue over whose wrench is more spiritual.
And both sides swear they're right. One group says charging a fee makes you look professional, filters serious clients, and pays for your time. The other group says it kills leads, scares away homeowners, and makes you look greedy. And the real problem is that no one ever breaks down why some contractors succeed with consultation fees while others crash and burn.
Right. Because the fee isn't the problem. The presentation is the problem. The messaging is the problem. The confidence is the problem. The contractor thinking, if I say the wrong thing, the customer will disappear into a cloud of smoke. That's the problem.
And let's tell the truth. Consultations aren't free for contractors. They cost fuel, time, expertise, insurance, wear and tear, opportunity cost. A contractor doing 5 free quotes a day isn't doing 5 free quotes. He's losing 5 billable hours. He's losing profit. He's losing time with his crew. He's losing time with his family. But the industry trained customers to expect endless free labor disguised as estimate.
And to make it worse, somewhere along the line, the trades became the only industry where people expect professionals to drive across town, walk the site, give expert advice, point out safety issues, diagnose problems, and estimate pricing, all for free. Try asking a lawyer for a free hour. Try asking a surgeon. Try asking an engineer. Try asking an accountant. They'd look at you like you're speaking Martian.
But contractors, oh yeah, customers will absolutely call and say, "We're just collecting some ideas. Can you swing by today?" And they say it so casually, like the contractor was just sitting at home polishing his impact driver, waiting to donate his afternoon.
And here's the kicker. Customers value what they pay for. When something is free, they don't take it seriously. They don't show up on time. They don't prepare. They don't commit. They treat the contractor like a vending machine for free information. And when you give away too much for free, you become a commodity. And commodities get treated like dirt.
Exactly. The biggest risk of free consultations isn't losing a cheap lead, it's losing the sense of authority. When you charge nothing, you signal, "My time is worth nothing." When you charge something, you signal, "I'm a professional." But here's where the panic sets in. Contractors fear that charging a consultation fee will send clients running for the hills.
And sometimes it does, but those clients were never serious anyway. Those were the price shoppers, the tire kickers, the window shoppers, the "my cousin might help me if you give me some ideas" people. And contractors are terrified of losing leads they should not have wanted in the first place.
And that fear is rooted in scarcity thinking. If I charge a fee, no one will hire me. But let's flip that. If your business model collapses because you charge $49, $99, or $149 for your time, you didn't have a lead problem. You had a value problem.
And speaking of value, consultation fees work when contractors understand what they're charging for. It's not a travel fee. It's not a just to look at it fee. It's a professional assessment. It's expertise. It's design guidance. It's problem diagnosis. It's decision clarity. It's helping the homeowner avoid a costly mistake.
When a contractor explains the fee as a service, not a toll, customers respond differently. Tell a homeowner, "I charge $99 to show up," and they'll push back. Tell them, "I charge $99 to give you a professional assessment so you don't get hit with surprises, misquotes, or wrong solutions," and suddenly it feels valuable.
Presentation matters, confidence matters, and the contractor's energy matters. If you say, yeah, so I kind of have this fee, but I mean, we can waive it if you want, then yeah, the customer is going to walk away because even you don't believe in it.
And that's where a lot of contractors fail. They introduce the fee like they're confessing to a crime. But contractors who succeed introduce the fee the same way a dentist introduces a cleaning charge, casually, confidently, like it's the most standard thing in the world.
And here's the best part: the customers who pay the consultation fee are always easier to work with. They respect your time, they follow your process, they listen when you speak, they take notes, they ask better questions, and they almost never ghost you. Meanwhile, the free quote crowd is notorious for disappearing like ninjas after you spend an hour on site.
And we haven't even talked about how consultation fees filter leads. Contractors waste a shocking amount of time on people who were never, ever going to hire them. Charging a fee instantly reveals who is serious and who is shopping for entertainment.
And here's something that blows contractors' minds: charging a fee can actually increase your closing rate because the homeowner already made a micro investment in hiring you. They've already bought into the relationship, and people rarely abandon something they've already paid for.
So, does charging consultation fees scare away leads? Yes, it scares away the wrong leads. The right ones stay. And honestly, charging a fee forces contractors to act like real businesses, not free advice dispensers.
And that's where next part is going: the psychology behind customer reactions, why fees feel threatening, and why homeowners respect contractors more when they charge them.
Get ready because next part digs into the emotional side of consultation fees, the contractor's fears, the customer assumptions, and the hidden power dynamics behind all of it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break. And hey, if you're a contractor looking to scale your business without adding more chaos, check out Contractor Plus. It's the only app you'll ever need to run your business from start to finish. CRM, estimates, invoices, and payments. Everything contractors need to manage jobs, stay organized, and grow their business in one place. Win more work, save time, and run a smarter operation with Contractor Plus. All right, welcome back. Now we're getting into the emotional and psychological mechanics behind this whole consultation fee debate. Because the real battle isn't between contractors and customers, it's between contractors and their own fear of rejection. Fear is the engine that keeps the free estimate for everyone culture alive.
Absolutely. Contractors aren't scared of the actual fee. They're scared of the moment they say it out loud. That second of silence when the customer hears the number and you're waiting, hoping they don't react negatively. That's where contractors freeze. They picture their pipeline evaporating. They imagine losing referrals. They think the customer will call every friend in town saying, "You won't believe what this contractor tried to charge me."
Meanwhile, in reality, the customer is usually thinking something simple like, okay, makes sense. What does that include? Customers are not nearly as dramatic as contractors imagine them to be. Most homeowners expect professionals to have professional fees. It's contractors who assume everyone is out to negotiate them into poverty.
And that fear makes them soft. They tiptoe around the conversation. Instead of saying, "There is a consultation fee," they say things like, "Sometimes I charge, depending on the job," or "We kind of have a fee, but it's flexible." And the moment you sound unsure, the customer senses weakness. Humans can smell insecurity the way sharks smell blood.
Confidence is everything here, not arrogance confidence. When you deliver a consultation fee with the same tone you use for saying your name, your birthday, or your favorite burger spot, customers don't even blink. It's just part of your process. But when you deliver it with hesitation, they immediately think, this guy doesn't believe in his own value. Why should I?
There's also this huge misconception contractors have that clients don't want to pay for consultations. They assume homeowners expect everything for free. But you know what homeowners really want? Clarity, confidence, structure, professionalism. They want someone to take ownership of the experience. A consultation fee actually signals exactly that.
They want certainty, and certainty feels expensive in a good way. Homeowners get nervous when a contractor sounds too eager, too available, too free. Free in service industries always raises suspicion because nothing valuable is ever free. When you charge a fee, you're saying this isn't a random visit. This is a professional service with tangible value.
And here's another layer contractors never consider: the psychology of reciprocity. When someone pays for your time, even a small amount, they feel invested in the relationship. They're more likely to follow your advice, more likely to listen carefully, and far more likely to hire you because psychologically, nobody wants to waste the money they already spent.
People protect their investments, even tiny ones. That's why a customer who paid a $99 consult fee will often choose the contractor they paid, even if the competitor has a slightly lower price, because they're already bought in. They already committed. Meanwhile, the customer who paid nothing has nothing to lose by vanishing into thin air.
Which leads us to one of the biggest hidden advantages of consultation fees: they eliminate tire kickers. The "we're just collecting ideas" crowd, the "we're not doing the project until next year, but we want a full estimate" crowd, the "my brother-in-law might help me, but I need you to explain the process first" crowd. These people will eat an entire afternoon and never hire anyone. A fee scares them away, and that's a good thing.
Contractors lose more time to non buyers than anything else. Not weather delays, not material shortages, not employee no shows. It's unpaid consultations. And because those consultations feel like work, driving, walking the property, taking notes, contractors confuse activity with progress. But if the customer was never going to pay, that activity was just disguised waste.
And the craziest part is that the customers who do push back on consultation fees are the same customers who push back on every price, every upgrade, and every timeline you set. You can predict their behavior from the first call. They start cheap and stay cheap.
And contractors kill their peace of mind by chasing these customers. They bend over backwards trying to avoid losing a lead that was never a real lead in the first place. Consultation fees stop that madness early. It's like filtering water before you drink it. You remove the junk so only the good stuff comes through.
And then there's the flip side: the contractors who thrive without charging a consultation fee. Those guys exist. And do you know why their free estimates work? Because they have strong boundaries everywhere else. They qualify leads over the phone. They limit what they will and won't do on site. They don't give design advice for free. They don't spend an hour explaining materials. They're disciplined.
Right. Free only works if your boundary game is ironclad. But what most contractors do is the worst combination: free consultations and no boundaries. That's a double loss. You give your time away, your expertise away, your ideas away, your gas away, and your sanity away, all before the customer even decides if they're serious.
So the question isn't, will a consultation fee scare leads away? The real question is, will your business survive if you don't filter your leads?
Exactly. And charging a consultation fee is one of the fastest ways to put quality ahead of quantity. Instead of chasing every single person on the internet with a pulse and a front door, you build a client base that respects your time and treats you like a professional.
And that brings us right into our next part: the how. Because this entire conversation becomes actionable when we talk about when contractors should charge a consultation fee, how to introduce it, how to justify it, and how to turn it into a closing tool instead of a barrier.
Yep. Next part is where we dive into the real strategy, the techniques, the messaging, the approach that turns consultation fees into an asset instead of something to fear.
Grab a drink, rehearse your new confident tone, and meet us back here for part 3.
All right, welcome back to the part where we stop circling around the idea of consultation fees and finally talk strategy. Not theory, not emotion, not fear. Actual, practical, here's how you do this without losing your mind or your leads guidance. Because charging a consultation fee isn't about being fancy or trying to squeeze more money out of people. It's about filtering, positioning, and protecting your time.
Exactly. And let's start with the most important question: when should contractors charge a consultation fee? Because not every contractor should, and not for every scenario. A small service call, a simple repair, a straightforward replacement, sometimes those don't require a fee. But if you're doing design work, troubleshooting, diagnostics, remodel planning, problem solving, layout consultations, or multiple on site visits, that's not a quote. That's a professional service, and professionals charge for professional services.
The distinction is simple. If you're giving expertise, not just a price, you should be charging. If the visit includes thinking, diagnosing, planning, recommending, teaching, analyzing, designing, that's not an estimate. That's consulting.
And homeowners know the difference. They might not use those words, but they know when they're getting real value. They know when you're solving problems. They know when you're giving them direction. And if you explain that up front, the fee becomes not just acceptable, it becomes expected.
Speaking of explaining it, let's hit the next major point: how you introduce the consultation fee. This is the part contractors butcher. You never present the fee like it's bad news. You don't whisper it. You don't apologize. You don't stutter your way through it. You introduce it the way a dentist introduces a cleaning charge, or a mechanic introduces a diagnostic fee, normally.
Something like, we do have a consultation and assessment fee of $129. That covers the site visit, troubleshooting, answering your questions, and giving you a clear plan so you avoid surprises later. Boom. Simple, confident, clear.
Exactly. That structure does three things. First, it positions you as a professional. Second, it communicates value, the why. Third, it reduces friction by applying the fee toward the project.
And here's something important. You don't ask for permission. Contractors sabotage themselves by asking, "Is that okay?" the moment after they say the price. Never do that. State the fee and move on. The silence isn't rejection, it's processing. If a homeowner has a concern, they'll tell you, but most won't. Most will say, "That's fine," and keep going.
Now let's talk about justification, because some contractors feel like they need a PhD dissertation prepared. They don't. Homeowners understand fees when you articulate the purpose behind them. You can say something like, "This prevents misquotes. This eliminates surprises. This allows us to give accurate recommendations. This ensures we're investing the right amount of time into your project."
Yes, the customer doesn't want a free visit. They want an accurate project. They want clarity. They want someone who takes their project seriously enough to invest real time into it. And that's what the fee signals.
Another strategy that works incredibly well: positioning your consultation as a deliverable. You're not just showing up, you're giving them something tangible. Maybe it's a written scope, a diagnosis, a design sketch, a materials list, a recommendation sheet. When the consultation has a take-home asset, customers feel like they're paying for something real, not abstract.
And let's talk about fear. Specifically, the fear contractors have that charging a fee will reduce leads. Yes, it will, but it reduces the wrong leads. The moment you start charging consultation fees, your calendar transforms. You stop driving across town for people who ghost you. You stop running around for clients who aren't ready. You stop pouring time into projects that will never happen. What you lose in lead volume, you gain in lead quality.
And here's a wild thing. Contractors who start charging consultation fees often report higher closing rates, because by the time the homeowner pays the fee, they're already invested. They've already chosen you mentally, and they're not going to throw away that investment just to price shop the job into oblivion.
And let's flip to the final piece, turning consultation fees into branding. When a contractor charges a fee, they are telling the world, "I am not a cheap option. I am not desperate. I am not here to be used. I'm a professional." This signals authority. It attracts better clients, and it repels the ones who would have argued about every line item on the invoice anyway.
The best part: consultation fees naturally elevate your perceived value. You instantly stand out from the contractors who show up for free, scribble a number on the back of a card, and disappear. You create a premium experience from the first phone call.
And premium experiences create premium customers.
Consultation fees aren't about money, they're about control. Control over your time, control over your lead flow, control over your schedule, control over your profitability. Contractors who take control run healthy businesses. Contractors who give everything away for free run exhausted ones.
So, to answer the big question, will charging a consultation fee scare leads away? Yes, the ones you should be scared of anyway. Those who respect your value will stay, and those are the only ones worth keeping.
This has been Hard Hat Chat. Charge confidently, lead boldly, and stop giving away your expertise like it's a clearance sale.
We'll see you on the next episode.